6 a.m. to connect live to Celebration TV, Sky Channel 598 and all our social media platforms. Indeed, you will have an encounter. Amounted to 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.
To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James, and it is many thanks for joining us. Quickly look at the news making the rounds for today. Obaseki honors seeks synergy among varsitous research institutions for national growth. Adoga Tshisekedi discussed Turkey-Africa relations. U.S. concerned by new Taliban government. Bitcoin drops 18%. El Salvador makes crypto legal tender. Eagles beat Cape Verde 2-1 top Group C World Cup qualifiers. Do well to stay with us to bring you the news and details just right after this time out. Welcome back. And now the news in full. Obaseki honors seeks synergy among varsitous research institutions for national growth. The Edo State Governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, and the Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Ogbanaya Onu, have tasked universities and research institutions to work in synergy in pursuit of the country's economic prosperity and technological advancement. The duo made the call when the minister paid the governor a courtesy visit at the government house in Benin City, the Edo State capital. Obaseki, who commended the minister for his efforts at uniting institutions across the country to propel development in the nation, called on the federal government to allow states to have significant control over research institutes, particularly that of oil palm and rubber. He says they are proud of the initiative and trying to bring everybody together under one sector, which is the Nigerian sector. The ministry is an enabler in the Nigerian economy. Obaseki added that if they want to thoroughly develop the country, the federal government should understand that the ministry is an instigator as well as an enabler that makes things happen. Government should be responsible for making sure that all institutions in the state deliver to the people, whether in industry, agriculture, or all other sectors in the state. Earlier, Ono says the synergy among the institutions was imperative to boost the nation's economy. He says all the centers of knowledge in the nation, be it university, research laboratories, institutes, or polytechnics, have all been working independently on their own as if others do not exist. It's not a good thing and not enough for Nigeria as a nation. And moving forward, JAMB replies El-Rufai says institutions determine cut-off marks. JAMB's head of information and media, Fabian Benjamin, says that the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has says it does not award preferential cut-off marks to students who sit the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination from the northern part of the country. The board also says the Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai is wrong in saying that UTME candidates of Northern extraction enjoyed special privileges or lower cut-off marks not benefited by candidates in other parts of the country. El-Rufai says students from the North should not be awarded lower cut-off marks but should be made to compete with their counterparts from other parts of the country for them to be competitive. But Benjamin says JAMB had not been setting the minimum scores of schools since its inception in 1978 as a government agency saddled with the responsibility of conducting matriculation examinations for entry into all universities, polytechnics and colleges of education in the country and to place suitably qualified candidates in the available places in these institutions. The JAMB spokesman says there are no preferential cut-off marks for anybody. What people refer to as cut-off mark is the minimum score, and each institution sets its own minimum score. It is a function of performance in the UTME for the year, subscription to programs and institutions, that is how the candidates have applied to the institutions or for the programs. These are what push the minimum score either up or down for institutions or programs. In another development, Kwara commences releases of promotion letters to successful civil servants. The Kwara State Civil Service Commission has commenced the release of promotion letters to successful civil servants who sat for the 2020 promotion examination and oral interview. This was disclosed by the chairman of the commission, Haja Habibat Arike Yusuf. According to a statement by the press secretary, Kwara Civil Service Commission, Bukola Shakirat Mutala, the chairman, says the 2020 promotion exercise was conducted for eligible officers who had completed their stipulated mandatory years on the present level to move to another grade level. She states that 2,209 officers were due for examination and were interviewed, out of which 98.87% passed from different ministries, departments and agencies from grade level 7 to grade 17 in the state civil service. She urged the civil servants to be dedicated, faithful and protective in the discharge of their duties. Also, she assured the civil servants of immediate commencement of 2021 promotion exercise as soon as 2020 promotion letters are completely released. Now bringing you news stories from around Africa. Erdogan, Tshisekedi discuss Turkey-Africa relations. Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi will wrap up his two-day official visit to Turkey today. Tshisekedi was received at the presidential palace in Ankara by his Turkish counterpart Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The visit is the first by a Congolese president. Their talks focus on bilateral cooperation and relations between Turkey and Africa. According to the Congolese presidency, the two leaders also expressed their common desire to increase trade between the two countries with the objective of reaching a volume of $250 million in the medium term. Turkey has increased its presence in Africa in recent years. The number of Turkish diplomatic missions on the continent has increased from 12 to 2002 to 43 this year. The country's national carrier Turkish Airlines says 53 passenger destinations in Africa in 2021, up from just 18 in 2011. Turkish interests in Africa include trade, investment, culture, security, military cooperation, among others. Tshisekedi and Erdogan also discussed preparations for the third Turkey-Africa summit expected to be held in October. Still from around Africa, critics warn of possible unrest if JAMB's party joins government. Anger and disappointment in the Gambia after the announcement of the unlikely coalition between the party of former leader Yahya Jammeh and that of his successor Adama Barrow seeking a new mandate in December has ensued. Human rights defenders sees this as betrayal to the victims of Yahya Jammeh's 20 years of rule, a sentiment shared by Hamid Adamo, editor-in-chief of the New Day newspaper in Gambia. The agreement stipulates that Jama's APRC party will be part of Adama Barrow's next government after the December 4th elections. The party's spokesman also spoke of a possible return of its leader. Says Barrow would be completely mistaken to bring in someone as domineering, as overbearing as Yahya Jammeh into the country so soon. Critics fear that the alliance between the APRC and the NPP will deny victims their right to justice. Hamid also added that the APRC members need to be able to convince APRC voters that they are negotiating for the return of Yahya Jammeh in order to win their votes. And once the election is over and Barrow is back as president, everybody is going to forget about Yahya Jammeh. Right now, we're taking a break, and when we return, we shall be bringing you news updates from the foreign scene. Do well to stay with us.
This September, don't lose sight of the victory ahead, for the Lord is mighty to save.
I prophesy as you hear the sound of my voice. Anyone that is offering sacrifices, cutting the necks of animals to see that your glory goes down, let the ground demand their blood.
September to Remember 2021 with Apostle Johnson and Dr. Lizzie Suleiman.
September to Remember is September 8 to 10, and the theme is Mighty to Save.
The Lord is present.
Papa, there is another miracle here. This lady has chronic schizophrenia for 8 years. A severe chronic mental disorder that does not go easily. As soon as you laid hands upon her, her reasoning became clear. She knows where she is, she knows where she came from, and she can speak clearly to the glory of God. Madam, what's your name?
Kate.
Where are you from, Come? How are you now?
Fine.
Healed from 8 years schizophrenia, totally healed to the glory of God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Theme, Mighty to Save. Date, 8 to 10 September 2021. And on the 12th, Nativity Sunday at the International Worship Center, Kilometer 132, Benino Kene Abuja Expressway, Auchi, Edo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. For inquiries, please call +234 806 464 6180. Enough is enough.
Welcome back to News Desk. And now from the foreign scene, U.S. concerned by new Taliban government. The U.S. says it is concerned after the Taliban unveiled Afghanistan's new all-male government with figures linked to attacks on American forces. The interim cabinet is led by Mullah Mohammed Hassan Akund, who is on a UN blacklist. Another figure, Sirajuddin Haqqani, is wanted by the FBI. The Islamist group seized control of Afghanistan in a sweeping offensive more than 3 weeks ago. Women-led demonstrations have been held against the Islamists since then. The militants deny using violence against them, but their government faces many tough challenges in the conflict-torn country, including stabilizing the economy and gaining international recognition. The U.S. State Department says they note the announced list of names consists exclusively of individuals who are members of the Taliban or their close associates and no women. It added that America would judge the Taliban by its actions and not words. Also, Washington would continue to hold the Taliban to their commitments to allow safe passage for foreign nationals and Afghans with travel documents, including permitting flights currently ready to fly out of Afghanistan. Bringing you more updates, and this time from Mexico. Flooding hits Mexico hospital, killing 17 patients. At least 17 patients have been killed after a heavy rainfall caused flooding at a hospital in Mexico's central Hidalgo state, officials says. They say a river burst its bank and water then cut the power supply at the hospital in the town of Tula. Some of the victims were COVID-19 patients who were being treated with oxygen therapy, local media report. Rescuers evacuated about 40 patients. Meanwhile, a boat transporting the state governor sank in the river. Omar Fayyad later tweeted that he was safe and sound, adding that the state authorities would continue coordinating. Emergency operations in the affected areas are still ongoing. The army was deployed to provide assistance to rescue teams dealing with the disaster. Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador says he was very saddened by the hospital deaths. He urged residents of low-lying areas to move to shelters or stay with relatives or friends in safer places. More than 30,000 people in towns across the state have been affected by the floods. Separately, 2 people died after flooding in Ecatepec, a northern suburb of Mexico City, the authorities have said. Now bringing you to the world of business. Bitcoin drops 18%. El Salvador makes crypto legal tender. Crypto markets experienced a momentary tumble that resulted in some of the most popular digital assets registering double-digit losses until staging a mini recovery. Market Watch reported that at last check, Bitcoin was changing hands $46,964.65, down 9.1%, but had sunk to an intra-session 24-hour nadir at $42,921.27 on CoinDesk. Ethereum, the number 2 largest crypto by market value, was down 12% at $3,461.97, but had hit a low at $3,036.30. Strategists said there was no immediate catalyst for the sudden drop in its recovery, but investors also noted that Coinbase Global Incorporated, the U.S.'s largest crypto exchange, reported trading problems due to volume on its platform. As of 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time, Coinbase reported that its technical problems had been resolved. The turmoil in digital assets comes as El Salvador officially became the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender, allowing Salvadorans to do everything from buy goods and services to paying taxes. Razak Sadar says Bitcoin struggled to stay above a price at $50,000, which some technical analysts view as a point of resistance, may provide some fodder for crypto skeptics and raise concern among digital asset enthusiasts. The Think Markets analyst says whether these ignite fresh momentum, buying remains to be seen. Bitcoin repeated failure to hold above $50,000 must be concerning, some bullish investors was quoted as saying. And now still on business, MTN Group appoints a Kinti CEO, Simfai. MTN Group has announced the appointment of Burak Akinci as Chief Executive Officer of SimFi, a super app called Ayoba, according to a statement released on the company's website. Akinci would be reported to the MTN Group Chief Digital and Fintech Officer, Serene Diom, and responsible for the super app. The statement says Burak will join Africa's mobile generator from TESTIMONIES, where he was CEO of Beep, an instant messaging platform with millions of users across 192 countries. GM says they are thrilled that an executive of Burak's caliber is joining them. His appointment accelerates their work to build the largest and most valuable platforms as they target greater digital and financial inclusion across the continent. Right now, we're taking a break, and when we return, we have quite a lineup of interesting news stories to bring your way from the world of sports. We'll be right back.
Hello, have you been searching for an appropriate platform to advertise and promote your product and services? Are you a minister of the gospel and you want your message to spread across the globe? Stop this search. We've got the coverage to give your voice and ministry the amplification you require. To get a rewarding and cost-effective solution to that business idea of yours, Celebration TV is here to take your dream to the climax. We provide the following services: voiceover production, documentary packages, video production of your event, video editing, script writing, affordable live broadcast of your events, and more. For more information, please contact us on +234 703 341 3637 or +234 816 234 8181. You can also reach us via our social media platform: Facebook Celebration TV, Instagram My Celebration TV, Twitter us at My Celebration TV, YouTube Celebration TV. And you can send us a mail on celebrationtelevision@gmail.com.
Welcome back, and now it's news stories from the world of sports. Eagles beat Cape Verde 2-1, top Group C World Cup qualifiers. Super Eagles maintained top spot in Group C of their Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifiers after defeating Cape Verde 2-1. A bizarre own goal in the 77th minute by Kenny Santos handed Nigeria, who were without 7 starters, from their 2-0 home win over Liberia on Friday in Lagos due to COVID-19 protocols, all 3 points in the encounter. Victor Osimhen had restored parity for the Eagles on the half-hour mark after they trailed 1-0 through a stunning strike from Dylan Tavares 10 minutes earlier. The Napoli striker tapped in the equalizer from close range after the Cape Verdean defense failed to clear their lines. He came close to adding another one from a corner in additional time of the first time. Eagles coach Janot Roy handed Malmo FF midfielder Innocent Bonke and Bolanga's Kingsley Michael the debut appearances for the team. CSKA Moscow winger Shidera Ajuke, who was making his first start for the Eagles, forced 2 big saves from the Cape Verde goalkeeper in the first half. In the second half, both teams barely threatened before the bizarre own goal by the home team, which gifted a makeshift Nigerian side victory. The Eagles, 3-time African champions, now have 6 points from 2 matches, while Liberia is second with 3 points. In another sports news, and finally on News Desk, Nigerian teams prepare for CAF preliminary rounds. Champions Awka United and 2 other Nigerian professional football league sides, Rivers United and Bayelsa United, will be in action on Saturday and Sunday in their first leg preliminary stages of the CAF Champions League and Confederation Cup. Of the 3 teams involved in the CAF inter-club competitions, only Awka United will be playing on home turf when they welcome Algeria's CR Belouizdad to the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo on Sunday. The Uyo-based team will be boosted with the complement of their team in fans after the Confederation of African Football approved that 10,000 spectators be allowed into the stadium for the game. The Promise Keepers have also reinforced their squad with the return of forward Injifreke Efyong and the signing of veteran midfielder Wasiu Alalade. The Nigerian champions have also acquired Isaac George, Austin Osayandi, Dennis Inya and Ezekiel Bassi. Rivers United will be hoping to get a favorable result when they visit Tanzania's Young African Sports Club on Sunday in their Champions League first leg preliminary round on Sunday. The pride of Rivers, who finished second on the Nigeria Professional Football League, will have a hill to climb when they tackle the Tanzanians, who finished second in their domestic league behind Simba FC. Bayelsa United returned to the continent for the first time since 2014, but controversy chose their opening game against Ashanti GB after the coup that took place in Guinea last Sunday, which may hamper their opening game. And that's the size of the news for today from News Desk on Celebration TV. But in case you missed out, here's a recap of the news making the rounds. Obaseki honors 6 synergy among varsities research institutions for national growth. Adoga Tshisekedi discussed Turkey-Africa relations. U.S. concerned by new Taliban government. Bitcoin drops 18%, El Salvador makes crypto legal tender. Eagles beat Cape Verde 2-1, top Group C World Cup qualifiers. And now to the photo of the day. Clearly on the photo for today, we have 2 sets of persons. We have those on the line to make complaints, and we have those, just one person rather, on the path of gratitude. As we can see, the path for gratitude has nobody, while the path for complaints has so many. Now the world is full of negative people. Why not try to be the first positive one? Gratitude is a road for satisfaction, but people amplify situations than giving thanks for previous deeds. So whatever it is you are passing through in life, always remember the place of gratitude. Always remember that it is necessary to be grateful for the small wins that you've had, rather than complain for the heights which you are yet to attain. Well, we also want to hear your comments on the photo of the day, so do well to reach back to us via our social media platforms. On Facebook, Celebration TV; on Instagram, My Celebration TV; on Twitter at My Celebration TV; and on YouTube, Celebration TV. Your positive contribution to the wellness of the society you find yourself or the organization you work defines your leadership might. As an individual who knows what to do and do without expecting to be pushed has backed his way to success. So be it known today that everything we do, think, feel and believe either has a positive or negative effect on humanity and our national well-being. So be a part of nation building today. I am Comfort James, and it is many thanks for watching.
to 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikunle Amosun.